They put their lives on the line every day to save others, and many of them are paying a heavy price.
Tonight, a new study reveals a surprising link between firefighters and cancer. CBS 2's Chris Martinez joins us now. And Chris, Chicago firefighters were a major part of the study.
Yeah, there were nearly 15,000 of them were looked at for this study, and the results from all this research, it could lead to some changes in the way firefighters do their jobs. It's a phone call Andy Dino will never forget.
Those 3 words, you have cancer.
The veteran firefighter diagnosed at 46 years old.
I have no family history of prostate cancer.
Then facing a difficult treatment.
I opted to have my prostate removed.
We have a working fire.
Thousands of first responders have faced that fight.
There's somebody trapped on the 2nd floor.
And a newly released study explains why.
It is definitely something that we need to be concerned about.
The study looked at 30,000 firefighters from 3 departments, Chicago, San Francisco, and Philadelphia, over nearly 60 years. The conclusion?
Our cancer levels would be higher than the average person.
In fact, Chicago firefighters are 2.5 times more likely to develop mesothelioma from exposure to asbestos. They also have a higher rate of digestive and respiratory cancers and develop kidney, bladder, and prostate cancers far younger than the average age of 65.
It's everywhere.
Matt Montague was diagnosed at 34.
Last April, diagnosed with acute leukemia.
The cause may be chemicals released when modern-day materials burn and are breathed in.
We didn't have a mandatory mask program until 1984.
They may also be absorbed through the skin, even away from the fire. Bob Hoff, a Chicago firefighter for 35 years, is now in Carroll Stream and showed us the gear storage room. Just standing here, I can smell it.
Yes.
It's why a companion study recommends keeping gear outside the truck after fighting a fire, then storing it in its own ventilated room at the station. Firefighters should also shower immediately after.
We want to get any carcinogens off your body as soon as possible.
Potential new guidelines that for many come too late.
We had a wonderful marriage. She's got 2 great kids.
Robin Youngberg's husband Vic was a career firefighter.
He had metastatic lung cancer that had settled into the spine.
He lost his battle at just 56 years old.
We didn't have control over when that day was, but he went out with no regrets.
More than 30 types of cancer were looked at in this research and found, and later this year a second phase of the study will be released. That should give a better idea of how exposure to certain chemicals might lead to specific cancers.
And is there anything that can be done to protect these firefighters?
Well, certainly that is a big part of this. They talk a lot about preventative measures, getting checked with the doctor at least once a year. This is going to potentially lead to a lot of changes in how they do their job, especially after, to protect themselves in the long run.
All right. Thank you, Chris.